Roland Jones past the umpire, he bowls. It's full straight and it's driven down the ground. Lovely shot. Glorious from Byram. Pops over the boundary rope and thumps into the advertising board just in front of the sight screen.
Labuschagne turns this one on the leg side through mid-wicket, and he's timed that one perfectly, and Labuschagne is up and running for 2024 for Glamorgan.
Cathedral Road end, right arm over, and the right-handed Labuschagne's forward, driving down the ground for 4. Oh, imperious. Didn't even hold the pose, just turned away from it. To Byram, and the left-hander drives wide of mid-on, and it's going to be 4 more. Just a little bit too full at the moment, Roland Jones. That last clip by Labuschagne, it was almost from a 5th stump line. It was, as Roland Jones is in, he bowls, and this one length is dragged back, but he's too straight, and he's clipped for 4 more through square leg. 25 without loss. That's the end of the 4th. Roland Jones, last ball of the 6th over, his 3rd. He's driven, and it gets past cover, and it's going to beat mid-off as well. Holden's giving chase, but it's a short boundary.
As the sun comes through, and bowls to Byram, who drives beautifully through the offside, stylishly up through deep extra cover, and there's no one bothering to chase that one.
Keeping pace with Sussex, felled by Glamorgan last week as his Helm, a lovely open face, races away fine of the cover fielder for 4. That's glorious from Labuschagne. He moves to 19 from 27 now. Awaits, Helm is past the umpire, he bowls. Oh goodness me, that's driven on the up in front of Fernandez at point. What a glorious shot that is. Flamboyant was a word used by Nick Webb earlier. That was, Joe Root was saying, is his Helm. He's in, bowled, and that is nicked through, and Labuschagne goes after another one. He drove one on the up through points in the last over off Helm. On this occasion, he's gone for the same again. Around the wicket from the river end, he bowls, and that ball's short, and it strikes him, and he's gone. No, oh, can you believe it? He's really caught Byron out there, caught him on the hop, wasn't expecting it. Deep mid-wicket had been set back for a couple of overs now for Higgins. Generally in Wales, here's Higgins in to north-east. It's short and it's hooked away to deep backward square. North-east moves to 12. Moves to, is the scoreboard quick on that one? It is. Yes. Moves to 8.
As Roland Jones bowls short, Carlson pulls it down towards deep square. Holman was back towards the boundary. Single taken. 72 for 2. It'll be Bamber to open up after lunch. And Carlson drives through the covers and will get runs here. May just reach the boundary. It does, as the chase by a couple of Middlesex fielders. Bamber in to bowl. Cut by Carlson and caught. Is that carried? Carlson can't believe it, but he is on his way.
Helms in, bowls full again. This time he doesn't get away with it. It's driven fine of Stoneman at cover, and it's a short boundary, so Stoneman is not going to catch it. And the gaggle of school children down there all turn to see
the Sunday families. As Ingram drives through the covers, he's got that one away. Colin Ingram is up and running.
Holman is the gully. Fernandez is the backward point. Here's Helm. Oh, off stumps out of the ground. Well, that's as spectacular as it gets for a seam bowler, isn't it? He's absolutely clattered the off stump there. Northeast drawn forwards, beats the bat. Helm hits the crease, he bowls and bowls him. Cook shoulders arms. His off stump is clattered by Helm. The bail removed. So is Cook. And 90 for 5 Glamorgan.
As Bamber is in and bowls him. Colin Ingram's middle stump is leaning back. The stumps have been struck 3 times in the space of a couple of minutes. Glamorgan a 92 for 6.
Here's Roland Jones again, and that's played off his legs there down towards fine leg by Harris. He's going to get 4 runs. Eventually caught as in comes the next ball, and that's he's hit his off pole out. Nip back left for the second batsman to leave now, and that's the fall of the 7th wicket.
As Crane has a go at this one, helps it round on its way down leg side. It's a short pitch ball.
As in comes Roland Jones, bowls. It is short, and it's 4 runs. Fine leg, didn't have a clue where it was. He was both hands out like a policeman of olden days trying to guide traffic.
In will come Higgins then. Bowls to Ul Hassan, who drives nicely down the ground. That should have the legs to reach the boundary. Roland Jones's pursuit is a token one.
As Roland Jones comes in, bowls, and this is edged perfectly safe down towards the third man boundary. It's a long chase, and it's gone for 4. Roland Jones bowls down the leg side. Good take by. No, it wasn't a good take. It's 4 more. 4 leg buys or 4 buys. Yes, you will. Next ball is hit away. That'll go for 4 down towards wide third man, and
pretty tasty.
I could only go for beef sausage. This is Holman. A reverse sweep and taken at slip. Oh wow! Fine catch. I think Deploy predicted it. At the non-strikers end, Crane drops his bat almost in disgust, I think. Crossbow bolt fell.
Ooh.
Helm midway through the 70th. Bowls short, onto the hip, down to fine leg. It's worked quite neatly by Crane, who moves to 27 last time in what seems an extremely long 70th over. Bowls short down the leg side, and it's worked away fine again. And yeah, I'm not sure this is working. Helm has bowled
despair at 103 for 7. It's short ball, and this could be out at mid-on. There's a catch gone up, and it's safely pouched. And the short ball, he went, did go in to try and pull it away.
But they're giving Luke Holman an extended chance, and he's bowled him. McIlroy pushing forward, beaten by that one. He's gone for naught, and Glamorgan are all out for 183.
Now to the left-handed Stoneman, and he nudges it away down to third man, thick outside edge, and that's going to run away for 4. So boundary off the first ball.
Harris in, balls on leg stump, clipped away through square leg by Stoneman. In comes Harris again. Balls on leg stump, 4 more through square leg, and this is just what Glamorgan did not want and Middlesex did.
Comes in again and bowls to Robson. Robson drives and doesn't time it. He'll get runs down towards the third man boundary.
And it's a teaser, it's a teaser. Oh, dear.
And it just beats the fielders. Oh, very quaint.
Harris in bowls and onto the hip. It's worked fine by Stoneman for 4. A slide by McIlroy, but it beats him. In fact, it's Harris is in bowls. Open face drive. Oh, that races to the point boundary and pops over the boundary rope. He's over the wicket as he bowls, and he's driven through point. And that will be 4 more. Cover point this time. It goes across the square, not quite racing as the last one did with the open face from Stoneman.
They bowled accurately as a unit, and Glamorgan had no response to it. And Middlesex's openers, Stoneman and Robson, going well in reply. Middlesex are 51 without loss with 4 overs to come.
And it's Crane, right arm over, he bowls a quicker one, and Stoneman cuts him away down to deep backward point. A single takes Stoneman to 43. Robson has 18. Middlesex has 62 without loss at stumps on day 1. That in reply